Oh, hello and welcome back to our channel. I'm squinting in the sun out here. It's actually a sunny day. I'm in shorts, but it's actually November, so I don't know what's going on, but well, whatever. Okay, today we're going to be looking at a Jaguar EPace. I believe it's a 2017 model. We're going to be doing the front and rear wiper blades. So let's get to it. Well, the fronts on these are actually quite easy, but I'm going to show you a couple of little tricks. I mean, you don't have to do it, but it'd be really glum if you end up scratching your bonnet or cracking your windscreen. So these only actually lift up. I'm going to put my finger in between here. These only actually lift up this far, which is easily far enough to get the blade off. But if you notice, and I'm going to go quite close, but not completely to it, it will catch the bonnet if you pull it too far. So if you think you're going to be completely careful, you can do it without. If you're unsure, any tape, I mean, obviously we've got masking tape here, but any amount of tape really, and you can just run it along here. It's still not going to mean you can lever against it, but it does mean that if you do accidentally bash it, you're not going to do any damage to your paintwork. Going to show you another little trick with the tape in a second as well. Actually, I'm going to do it now. If you get another little bit of tape and just sort of fold it round on itself, it doesn't really matter how sort of neat you're doing it. The trick for this is, and I'm going to try and find somewhere to put this now so I can put it on the windscreen wiper. So the actual mechanics of taking this off is nice and easy on these. So you're going to be doing it in the guise of the fact that you're going to be changing your windscreen wiper. I'm just going to take this one off and put it back on for you because it doesn't need wipers, this car. So yeah, let's get to it. So here, nice and easy to see, is a little push button thing. You don't have to push it in very far. Hopefully it's going to catch on camera. So you push it with one finger and then pull the blade. It literally is that simple. I'm going to stick the blade down on the floor here, but if you've got anything you can, just stick it underneath the windscreen wiper and leave it under there. Just means you can't scratch anything, but some of these you can lift right up, not on this model, but some of these you can lift right up, and you can imagine if that swings back down by accident, gust of wind or something, it's going to be a cracked screen. You saving a little bit of money, not getting someone else to do your windscreen wipers could end up costing loads. So it's just a little, like we always try and do on our videos, as best we can, a little bit of preventative maintenance. Prevention's 100% better than cure. So this is basically why we've done this. If I was doing it on my own one, probably I would just take it off and put it back on. But it's, you know, for peace of mind, it's always best just to be sure. You know, if it's the first time you've done it or anything like that, last thing you want to do is damage anything on your car. So that's basically it. This is the passenger one. You can see on here on this clip, you're pushing down this piece, and it's literally just sliding on and off. They've for windscreen wipers, they have actually made this very easy. As we're going to show you on the rear, not so much on the rear, so the rear to keep you on your toes, but front nice and easy. And then it's just the reversal of that. So you lift it back up, back here, again, trying to make sure you're missing that, but giving yourself enough room. You push it on and you hear a nice click. Nice click. It does move in and out, but it can't pull off because that button's back in there. Pop it back down gently, remove your two bits of tape, which is the stickiest tape in the world, it turns out. And that is it. That is the front windscreen wiper, passenger side. I'm just going to quickly show you the driver's side. Driver's side is exactly the same. It's just a bigger wiper. Again, another tip, I guess, you're going to have two wipers in your box. Before you even start, make sure they match in length. So just lay them across the top of each other, and then, no, it sounds obvious, but make sure that you're putting the right sides on each other, because if the little one will fit happily on there, the big one's going to be sticking out over here somewhere, and it's going to clout a load of things when you try and use it. So I mean, it's going to be quite sort of evident it's like it, but again, you then have to do the job twice because you've ended up fitting the little one on this side. So it's just, you know, another little tip really. Yeah, let's go over to the other side. Here I am on the other side. I've literally just put my bit of tape on here, and I'm going to zoom into the button because I'm not sure it come out in the video that well this side because of the sunlight we've seemed to randomly have in the UK today. So, so here, this button here, like I say, it's nice and easy. I'll do it backwards to how I'd probably do it in the video in a second, but you push it and you can just see it slide. You're basically unlocking it from this square, and then it's sliding on and off, and then it's your click when it's going back on. So again, we'll do this one. It's a little bit, in fairness, this is actually a little bit harder because I'm having to lean over the car. So another tip, I mean, I'm in semi-gym gear today, but if you've got a belt on, you don't want to be rubbing that against the, you know, it's going to thing. These are plastic, but even that I'm going to tuck away. It's just, I mean, we do body work as my day job, and the amount of silly little scratches and things from people not just that tiny little protection is crazy, really. So it's and it can be quite costly. You know, a bonnet paint is not cheap, especially in a white pearl like this. So yeah, but anyway, I've went off piece there a little bit. Let's go back to our windscreen wiper. So you're pushing the button in, you're lifting it again, missing your bit on here. You're lifting it up, pushing your button in, sliding it off. So here, look, it's getting caught on that one there. So slide it off. I'm just going to put it gently down on there so that we can lower our screen down on here. So you're going to be going off from this point to get yourself wherever you've put it, not squeezed in between loads of cars, hopefully. Your other windscreen wiper, you get your new one, and then you will do the reverse, which I'm just about to show you back on. So we'll come in with our windscreen wiper. And again, because this is longer, I've noticed the pitfall as I've tried to do this one. So don't worry about catching that because you can get it in a second. Try and go above. You see here on it, that's just, if you go over there, just look there, look, it goes, it hits this wiper. So when you're down here, which is where it ended up going, it's not going to do it. So just make sure you're running across the top, because then you've got the room to be able to slide on. This time when you're sliding on, you don't need to be as high either. It's actually easier if you're not. And then you just slide it, click. And that's it. You know, it will have a little bit of movement, but that is it. It's now secure, lowered nicely back down on, and then you just remove your tape. And that is the front. Let's go and look at the rear. So we're now at the rear of the car, and if you haven't fallen asleep listening to me waffle on for the last few minutes doing the front, the rear is a little bit more tricky, but again, not particularly difficult. It's just one of those ones that probably without a video you might not be able to work out yourself. So yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so we're going to be the same deal with this. I've got some tape here, which I'm going to leave on the floor for a second. So yeah, so with these, you'll notice if I try and lift it up, it will only lift. So we haven't got the problem now of the bonnet. We haven't got the problem of anything to hit here, but it physically won't lift any further than here, and you need it to lift further than there to get it off. So you come to here, this little piece here, and if you just slightly push out these little clips here, you can push it upwards. Again, like anything like this, if you're forcing it, you're not doing it properly. So, you know, if it feels like you're forcing it, you don't want to break anything. I don't know how much a wiper arm is on one of these, but probably a lot more than the wipers themselves. So, yeah, just make sure that you peel it up nice and gently, and just get it out of the way. It locks sort of nicely into that position. This now allows you to be able to lift this up, and then with this one, it's just you pull it forward, and you push these until you hear a click. It's quite forceful, but again, not like a, you know, and you don't want to be levering from the bottom of here. You want to be levering from nearer this bit.
Show that again.
What's that, sorry?
Show that bit again.
This bit?
Yeah, I want to get.
Okay, so I'm going to clip it back in. So get your finger up into the top of here so that you're not trying to lever or bend the thing. Admittedly, you're changing it because you're changing it for a new one, but you know, we're not here to break things. So it's pull your finger up, and then you're levering it this way. So as you lever it, you'll hear a click. That's a definite click as it comes off, and then it goes round to a point here, and then you can pull it off. So now this is up and out the way. I'm going to keep my hand there just in case it drops down. But you can see here that this is the little piece that slots in, and it slots into this little slot here. So you're slotting in and off of that, which again is another sort of click. And then as you push it back down, so it's here. I'm going to show you how to put it back on anyway in a second. But yeah, you're literally going on and off this click here. So once you get it to this point, it's just a case of sort of wheedling it off. So there should be no force in there. But yeah, let's go back to putting it back on. See, I'm here, I'm sort of hovering over it. I mean, they're plastic on these, but rule of thumb, no matter what it is, never leave an arm up, even a short one like this, because it has got a spring to it. And if it springs and hits the screen, you could have glass everywhere. I mean, rears are a little bit tougher than the fronts, in fairness, for not cracking, but they do go, because they're tempered glass, it will just be a jigsaw puzzle of glass, which you don't want at all. So I haven't moved away from here, but if I was to move away, I would do the same trick as we did on the front. Nice bit of tape on here or wrapped around here, and then leave it down on here, because then it can't damage anything. But we haven't moved away from here, so I'm just going to keep hold of it. Going back on reversal, you'd have your nice new blade. You're lining this piece up. I don't know if you can see it here. If you come around this side, you might see it a bit better. So you're lining this round piece up with this hole here. So it goes in. Make sure you line it up, and if you go back that side again, click it in. You can see it's a definite click. It's now sort of moving or swinging on that, and then you push it back, and then you get, with your fingers on the plastic, not the arm itself, you click it back in. As you can see, that's a very definite click this time. It's clicked back in. It's now moving slightly again, like it was before. We lower it back down nice and gently, and then we push this back down, and again, just push it from this area, and you can see it's flanging back open. It wants to just click back in. Now it's back to how it was, where it's like that. And that is the rear wiper on a 2017 Jaguar EPace. Thank you for watching.